Good morning again, and welcome back to the Mike Parry Show with Jeff Carter, my partner in crime. Partner in crime, because we're talking crime on this show, right?
Okay.
Now, there are two levels of crime in this country. There's big crime, murder, rape, robbery, armed robbery. There are also the small crimes, the antisocial behaviour. And the worst of the lot, litter.
Well, yeah, I mean, dropping litter is a crime, but...
Dropping litter is a crime, and it affects an awful lot more people than murder in this country. Remember that. Up to 20 million people can be psychologically distorted in their heads by the litter problem, driving them bonkers.
Yes, but you know, I think murder affects a lot of people as well.
Murder affects very, very few people. Low murder rate in this country. Look, murder as an individual crime affects no more than two people, and that is the murderer and the murdered.
And the murdered.
And let's face it,
friends and loved ones. And
what?
The murdered victims' friends.
Well,
family,
obviously, there is a knock-on effect. But I'm talking about the direct influence of the crime.
Right. I mean, if you're the victim of a litter crime, someone puts a curly-whirly wrapper in your front garden, you do have the choice to then pop it in the bin, forget all about it.
No, you don't. No.
But if you're murdered, you don't really have a choice, do you? No. I mean, I can't accept that littering is worse than murder.
Well, look, no, I didn't say it was worse than murder. Right. I said it affects more people more badly than murder. If you're going to be murdered, you've only usually got about 3 minutes of anguish to worry about the consequences of the crime that's about to befall you. Whereas the crime of littering scars this countryside and affects millions of people for sometimes 30 years. Now, that's a 30-year sentence compared to 3 minutes of anguish. I mean, look, I don't want anyone to...
I know which one I'd prefer. That's all I'm saying. I hear what you're saying, but I personally, and I'm sure if you asked 100 people today which they would prefer, they would probably choose the litter over the murder.
Anti-social scumbags. Why do you have to be in my parking slot? Hiya, Steve.
Good morning, Mike.
Oh, whose car is this, mate?
I haven't a clue.
You know I've got a problem with this car parking space. You know people are always parking in it. It's my car parking space, and now I've got nowhere to... I see you're all right. You're in your car parking space. Why does nobody ever park in yours?
No idea, Michael. But why don't you just park it round the corner?
I am not parking round that corner. I tell you exactly where I'm parking. I'm going to be parking here, right?
Well, I tell you what, you help me with my boxes, and then I'll help you with your car park.
No, I'd like to help you with your boxes, Steve, but I had a heart check-up on Thursday.
Oh, Michael, I'm sorry.
It's not a mild condition, Steve.
No.
You know, it's acute heart failure.
Oh,
only 1/3 of my heart worse compared to yours, mate. And I daren't do any lifting.
I'm really, really sorry about that.
But I can give you some advice.
What's that, then?
Well, lift the boxes properly to keep your back going, and then when you do, don't head towards the lift. Go round the back and use the stairs. It'll keep you fitter. Now then, I want to be talking about antisocial behaviour, Jeff, in this part of the show. It's something that gets my goat. And when it gets my goat, I've got to do something about it. Flay the goat, that's what I say, that's grabbing you. Now then, antisocial behaviour affects us all. We've talked about it endlessly. What was the last antisocial thing that has blighted your life?
I should tell you, somebody has taken my mug from the teacup cupboard.
Told you. See? It might seem like a small incident. It might seem like something that is inconsequential, but it's consequential to you, Jeff.
It is.
Right, this is part of the antisocial behaviour I'm talking about. Now, it goes from a mug being half-inched inside our radio station to all sorts of attitude out there on the street.
Right.
Let me tell you what my main problem has been lately. Somebody has parked in my parking space. It drives you absolutely bonkers. You pay hundreds of thousands of pounds. To buy an apartment, right? You get a parking space with that apartment, right?
Right.
I've got a parking space. It is mine. It is an area of land which belongs to me solely and wholly. Do you know that piece of land belongs to me from where it is on the car park to the core of the earth?
You should just get straight in there. If you see it occurring, you just call the police immediately.
Phone the police. As usual, with a parking space, you have to look after it yourself.
Unbelievable.
I've got a plan to recapture my parking space, and it's a bloody and brutal plan for anybody who invades my space.
Right, you're launching a campaign.
I'm launching a campaign.
Good on you.
So we've got to show these yobs and these car park stealers we mean business. Okay?
Is that my mug you've got?
Is it?
What, Jeff's mug?
Well, it says Jeff's mug on this side, but... just a mug.
It's just a car parking space.
A car parking space is a bit more important than a mug.
Oh, not to me, it's not.
This mug's 95p. My car parking space is like 30 grand.
It's just, hold on, it's antisocial.
Might be antisocial, but it's a mug. Don't get pressured about a mug. I'll get you another mug.
I want my mug. So you going to wash that?
Well, no.
So you've used my cup and I've got to wash it up as well?
Well, I can't see a problem with that. I mean, if it was my cup and you were using it, I'd wash it up. Camaraderie, it's called.
Would you?
I would.
Have
But then again, you see...
Have you got your own cup?
Then,
no.
no.
Do you know why you haven't got your own cup? Because you're always using mine.
No, it's selfish
Hello,
society.
mate.
so-
That's good.
Yeah, I
Good
enjoyed
fun,
that
yeah?
today. It was good.
Great.
Cheers, Mike, for that.
Thanks,
Enjoyed
Andy.
that, yeah.
How are you, mate? All right.
Is this some sort of joke or what?
What's the problem?
Well, they're actually my biscuits. I brought them in, Mike.
Well, that's very kind of you. Thanks, mate. Well done. It's not every guest who brings us a present when they come in, so I do appreciate what you do. Thank you.
No, you don't get it. They are my biscuits, mate. They're mine. They're my biscuits. I bought them for my mother. She ain't been well. She likes a biscuit and I bought them for her, not for you.
That wouldn't be all right.
Jeff, is he for real? Is he trying to
Yes.
wind me up?
Sorry, what? Look, only a few biscuits, man.
Do you always, excuse me, but do you always just sort of start picking around other people's property?
No, I didn't know it was your property. I thought that it was the company biscuits. All I'm doing is having a biscuit. Look, there's no layer underneath. There's so many biscuits there. Do you say your mum's not well and she's old? It'd take her months to eat then. Hmm?
What, Jeff? I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't.
Well,
I've
hang on,
come
hang
out
on.
of my way
I'm
to get
sorry.
it.
It's only a tin of biscuits. Only a tin of biscuits.
Only a tin. Oh, it's only a tin of biscuits, is it?
Yeah. Now,
Is
come
that
on,
right?
let's not fall out over a tin of biscuits. Listen, hang on. Don't say anything. I'm prepared to.
Don't insult me now, chucking a fiver on the counter.
No, come on. In the
Mike,
spirit of
actually, they're
goodwill.
They're 18.99 those.
Get off. They're
£20
post-Christmas
biscuits.
biscuits.
Come on.
You get them for.
Right.
Get them for.
I'll have 20 quid, please, because I think you're
I'm not
actually
giving you 20 quid
you're
for
being quite
biscuits.
rude, if I'm being perfectly honest, and I'm actually at the point here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Jeff,
Oh, well, hang on.
losing
Excuse
my bag a
me.
little bit.
Okay,
Now,
come on.
listen, Andy.
Mike.
Whatever price you pay for a tin of biscuits is your affair.
Yeah, good.
Now, I don't tell you what to pay for things. How much did you pay for that shirt? How much did you pay for that shirt?
120 quid.
A massive overindulgence. Just like that box of biscuits is a massive
Not
overindulgence.
to my mother, they're not, if you don't mind. That's
Yeah.
her favourite brand. Tell you what I do, I'm in a bit of an hurry.
Right.
I think the honourable thing, can I have 20 quid, please? And I'd like to take my biscuits.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, Jeff.
No.
20 quid?
To be honest with you, mate, they were clearly marked.
20
Clearly marked.
Yeah.
Eh?
Well, I've only had 3 biscuits. This is rip-off time.
Come on.
But in the spirit of... Well, that's
Jeff,
very nice.
I'll chuck you
All
some
the
best
best.
luck with this.
Oh, thank you.
I had one chocolate. I had one chocolate biscuit and 2 rolls. Antisocial scum. That'll sort them. That'll sort them.
Well, that's a little immature, isn't it?
What? What's immature?
Parking your car that close to somebody so they can't get out.
No, it's not immature. That is my fight against anti-socialism. How many times have I told you about my battle for justice for people who obey the law, and those who are antisocial get what they deserve?
Yeah, but they can't even get into the back of the car now.
No, they can't get into the car at all. That's exactly what it's designed for. And by the way, I've given them a wording of what I think of them, okay?
Achtung?
Hey?
What's achtung?
Well, it's danger, isn't it? It's a German word for danger. It's a worldwide...
Oh, no. Oh, this is really annoying. I'm blocked in.
What?
Oh, excuse me. You don't know whose car that is?
I mean,
do
no
you?
idea who car that is, because I was just saying that there's a lot of antisocial behaviour going on around here, and we're
This
trying
is
to get to the bottom of
really
it.
Annoying. This is
We're
my
trying-
husband's car. I've got to get
Your
back to
husband,
his office
your husband's
this
car.
afternoon.
Your husband a big fella? Ah, okay.
What sort of cock would park that close to somebody's car that
Well-
they can't even open the door?
Well, look, I think there's been some misunderstanding here. You know what I mean? I think there's been a bit of a problem. There is with the car parking space. If you're just moving in, you'll know that the... well, you won't know yet, but...
I'll just introduce myself. I'm living here now.
you're living
I'm
here?
Camilla.
Oh.
I'm Camilla Brown.
Mike Parry, how are you?
Hello.
I mean,
How do you do?
Steve, I mean,
Hello.
there is a problem with parking here. You know, people have allocated parking spaces, you see. Where are you and your husband living?
Well, I've got some... Oh, this is in...
Well,
I'll
look,
have to go around the side.
it's a small car park. These sort of things happen. But
You-
maybe you and your husband
you
shouldn't
wouldn't
be
mind
parked here, you
awfully
see.
helping me with these bags,
Well,
would you?
I mean,
I've got-
I wouldn't want to upset your husband. That's probably
no,
a job
no,
for your husband.
sorry, I didn't explain.
What's
I'm
that?
divorced.
You're divorced?
Yes,
Oh, you're
we're
divorced.
no longer
You're
married.
divorced.
That's why I've moved in here.
Oh, you're moving here
Yes,
on your
that
own?
selfish bastard wouldn't help anybody with anything, I can assure you.
Well, more fool that man,
Would
eh?
you-
But
would you
you're
mind?
no,
Thank
of
you
course, yeah,
so
of course.
That's terribly
Yeah.
kind.
Oh, there we are. Right. Make sure you mind your heart. These are quite heavy. Steve, you've got to help me with these, mate.
I'm on the 3rd floor. Is that all right? There's one more.
Oh, another one under the belt, eh? Getting harder and harder, these shows, Jeff. One of the reasons, Jeff, now I hope you don't mind, don't take this personally. One of the reasons why I'm finding it, it is getting a little bit more stressful, is that I have to be able to go with the flow. My dialogue to my audience is to give it them like a tidal wave, even like a tsunami. I pull back a bit, and then they expect a rush.
Yeah,
exactly. And I go with the flow, and I deliver like rockets out of the USS New Jersey. You see what I mean? It's just like that. Now I can't do that. Can't do that, mate. With the greatest of respect. And let's remember whose show this is, right? If you keep interrupting me, because if you interrupt me, I lose my thread, and all of a sudden the audience think I'm talking gibberish.
Yeah, fair enough. The problem with that is that you don't know how to read.
What? I beg your pardon? I take that intensely personally. I don't know how to read.
Yeah.
I've been reading information in written, audio, and any other form you want to name, Latin, everything, for 30 years. I know how to read. I am probably, and this is no exaggeration, a world-class reader.
Okay.
I won a prize at 11 years of age, A, because I could read more cleverly than the other dunderheads in the class, but B, because I had a very beautiful voice.
Yeah, what happened to it?
What happened to it?
No. The thing is I don't know when you finish reading, because you're not actually reading, so technically, therefore, I can't actually be interrupting.
What you've got to do is, Jeff, to keep on the button, is think of yourself as a trapeze artist.
Right.
Do you understand me?
I do.
Now, you imagine trapeze artists in the big top.
Yeah.
And it's all about timing and
it
teamwork. And I'm wondering if we've got our timing and teamwork right. Because, look, it's like this. When I'm coming your way on my trapeze, I let go, I spin round, I grab your trapeze.
Yep.
It's called teamwork and timing. You, on the other hand, are coming the other way. You turn round,
same thing.
you come. Now, I'm betting this. One of these days, very soon, your timing's going to be out because you don't appreciate the timing of delivery. You're going to be grasping in mid-air, like that.
Yep.
You miss your trapeze.
Bang.
The crowd goes, oh, and suddenly you head all the way down and you stove all your teeth in on the floor.
Or your head.
Head's not important for reading.